What's up, everybody? Um, I know I haven't made a video in a while just because I've been like focusing on other shit and just like everything that's going on is just fucking crazy. They're doing shit just to piss us off, and the media obviously is lying, and they just create which a CNN director just admitted that they create propaganda and fear cells and all that shit, which they've been doing forever, and they just want us to keep fighting like a Democrat and Republican. Like, fuck Democrats and fuck Republicans. They both just do shit to keep us fighting each other when we should be fighting those fucks, the ones that have been controlling and lying to us our whole lives. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I know people are going to be like, Cody's really gone off the deep end with this one. But just hear me out. Whenever I first heard about Flat Earth, like a few years ago, I was like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's crazy. And then what I do is I go to try to debunk things that I don't believe. And I went to do it, and I was like, started realizing like this shit was fake. Like they were lying to us about this. NASA's a bunch of fucking liars, and like what I can see and what I feel is not what the fuck they're telling us. Okay, so my whole thing is the Earth is flat. I don't even really want to say flat. You see these images they make this shit to like discredit like flat earthers, and I'm not saying it's flat because I don't know what the fuck it is, but all I know is we're not a fucking ball spinning through galaxies in space while we're also chasing the sun, while we're spinning it 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, we're spinning around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour, and you guys don't realize how fast that shit is. Okay, a bullet flies at like 1,200 miles, maybe not even that, honestly, miles an hour. Okay, and they're saying we're chasing the sun, spinning around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour, while we're also chasing the sun through space at like 500,000 miles an hour. Okay, you look up, do you see any of that? Do you feel any of that? No, they make you go against like, so this is kind of, all right, this is like what it looks like, but I think there's more land out there. Okay, so if you think about it like on a ball, like Antarctica is south of everywhere, right? Well, that's what the flat earth is that Antarctica surrounds us, because if you look it up, Antarctica is the highest land in the world, okay? And they have ice walls, okay? So just think of it like Antarctic basin, pretty much. Like there's just massive ice walls around us. What's past them ice walls is like mountains, and there's been people Richard E. Byrd. He did Operation High Jump for the military, went to Antarctica, and he had come back saying that there was land past Antarctica as big as the United States that nobody knew. It was warmer past there. There was a bunch of resources. There was mountains that were super high. Okay. And look it up. Operation High Jump with Richard E. Byrd, or I think it's Richard, yeah. And he did multiple expeditions down there. And I think it was like Hitler has like they literally they have bases like because okay, actually, hold on, I'm getting too far ahead of me. Operation Paperclip. All right, Operation Paperclip was a secret U.S. intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians, such as Werner von Braun, who pretty much started NASA with Jack Parsons, okay, and Walt Disney was a part of NASA with him and his, because he was making movies and shit. Primary purpose of Operation Paperclip was a U.S. military advantage in the Soviet-American Cold War. and comparable operators. The Soviet Union relocated more than 2,200 German specialists, a total of more than 6,000 people, including family. So pretty much, after we supposedly defeated the Nazis, I think we defeated Germany, but I think the Nazis obviously still exist because we brought over 1,600 German Nazis, okay? Scientists, people like Joseph Mengele, the Angel of Death. He like operated and did experiments and shit like that, which then ended up into MK Ultra and shit. Okay, we had German Nazis working for us. Half of them went to the CIA and half of them went to NASA. Okay, Werner von Braun. This is Werner von Braun and Walt Disney. Okay, what did Walt Disney do? He created animated films, and he also propagandized like the round Earth, because ancient civilizations where you just look and you feel and you can see that we're not fucking spinning, we're not on a fucking ball, motherfuckers. Okay, this is all to make you not realize how special we are. All right, number one, Earth curve. Okay, obviously a ball. Think about a ball. A ball, there's no flat spaces on a fucking ball, right? Okay, so they say that every 8 inches per mile squared is the curvature, because clearly things have to drop off and they should be out of sight after a certain distance because of the drop-offs. Now, listen, this is Chicago skyline from across Lake Michigan.
On a normal day, say in the summer, you can see Chicago, but only a dozen or so of the tallest buildings.
Anything more than that, especially once you get over 10 or 12, something's happening, because that's not usually there.
The views along the lake are always changing, along with the weather.
It's always different.
And they always say, like, oh, it's just a mirage. Like, you can only see that because it's a mirage. Fuck you. Okay? You can see, like they said, you can see Chicago every day in the summer, okay? But if you get a powerful zoomed-in camera or a powerful telescope, you can always see it. Obviously, because of the atmospheric, pressure, the atmospheric, like if it's cloudy, whatever the conditions are, you can obviously see, because sometimes you can't see that far because it's cloudy or it's foggy and shit like that. But on clear days, you can always see it.
Views of it that I can.
Okay, did you catch that? You can normally see Chicago from the other side of Lake Michigan. The desert may be.
And here they try to say, oh, it's a mirage. Okay. Yeah, bullshit. Alright, and the highest skyscraper in Chicago is 1,450 feet. Alright? The curvature from where they were was 56 miles. Alright, there should be over 2,000 feet of curvature, which means you should see absolutely nothing from Chicago because it should be over the curve. Just like they say in the ocean, like, oh, once a ship goes so far, it starts, like, dropping off. That's Jesus, fuck. Did you guys see me jump? Fucking bike out there. But, after it, they say it goes over the curve, which is bullshit because, again, you can get a zoomed-in camera, or you can get a telescope, and you can zoom in on it, and it pops right back up, all right? Obviously, your perspective, we're not fucking Superman. You can't see super far. And why is the horizon always meet you at eye level? No matter how high you go up, no matter what you're on top of a mountain, what's it look like? Do you see any curve? No. Okay, and the horizon always meets you at eye level. If you took art class, anything like that, you should know this shit. Perspective, obviously, farther things are away, the more they rise up, or like they'll drop down. Look at this. This is a weather balloon. All right, you see, I'll even go up here. You see all these ones that they have like these weather balloons go up and they have curves on them. Okay, everybody watching this knows what a fisheye camera lens is. Okay, and it makes everything have a curve, which is what they do. All these videos are, until you get to certain ones where they're not curved, or they're not fisheye camera lenses. Watch this, okay? Altitude 100,000 plus feet. Now think about that. You go up 100,000 feet on a ball. Okay, the higher you go up, the far, like the horizon, it should drop off to you, right? Yeah, because the ball is going over. That land isn't continue expanding, going farther. It drops off. So they sent a weather balloon, which I've watched tons of these. Come on. You look at that. Do you see curve anywhere? And again, the horizon is still at the fucking high level at 100,000 feet. That's like 20 some miles. Okay? Look how far up there. You see absolutely zero curvature. Okay? And look how close that sun is. And you know how NASA, that thing is 97 trillion light years away. Well, they say the sun's 97 million miles away, and the moon is, I don't know. But think about it, how the fuck do they measure? How do they measure that? How do they know that? And number one, like if they say something's light years away, how can you see this thing if it's light years away? Okay? And tell me how they say stars, that they're so far away and they're so much bigger and they're dead. Like, how do they know this shit? Okay? And where do you get 97 million miles away? How do you do that? Yeah, you can't. Okay? Now look. Hold on. You guys look up in the sky whenever it's sunny and there's clouds out, right? And again, perspective. Now, those lines there, I wish I could draw on this, but the lines there, they all connect. Like that sun seems like it would be like not too far up above the clouds, right? Now think about this. If something is 97 million miles away from us, wouldn't those be straight fucking lines? Like the beams would be straight. They wouldn't be coming up to a point, because what ends up at that point is the object that's, like a flashlight or something. Like, think about that shit when you fucking, and people don't even question it. They don't even question it. 97 million miles away, you would have straight fucking rays through the clouds. Alright? And then people also want to know, how the sun would work. Okay? Here's, that's not the sun is the yellow one here, okay? And during our summers, okay, it's at the Tropic of Cancer, right? And then you got the equator. And then in the winter, it's on the Tropic of Capricorn for us, which then makes it the summer for Australia. Okay, because then when it's at the Tropic of Cancer, Australia has winter and we have summer. All right? And the sun and the moon rotate around us. And it's pretty much like a big clock. And like the stars, think about this. If we're flying through space at these three different crazy speeds, think about it. Over thousands and thousands of years, why have we had the same exact star patterns that just rotate around us yearly? Think about that. If we're going through fucking space, why do we not see different stars all the fucking time? Makes no sense. No fucking sense. Okay, and the way that I look at shit, I don't have to know, I don't have to go to college, I don't have to be a fucking rocket engineer or anything to know what I see and experience what I see and I feel. I don't feel like we're, and they're like, when is water ever held on the outside of a ball? Never. It has to have a fucking container, motherfuckers. Alright? And then NASA, you see these pictures of the blue marble and all these pictures of Mars or of Earth. They have how many different pictures of Earth, okay? But NASA has admitted, this isn't the only thing, they admit that they have to get an artist rendition on the data. Now think about it. If they're always up there on this fucking space station that they're always on, which is bullshit, Why can they not turn around with a fucking camera, take a goddamn picture, and just give it to us without anything? No, they have to take data strips, and then they got to put them together, and they have to get an artist rendition onto it.
Galaxies captured by NASA's powerful telescopes.
And this is sort of how it...
Oh, you know who also has one of the most powerful telescopes in the world? The Vatican. And you know what the Vatican's name for the telescope is? Lucifer. The Vatican has a telescope named Lucifer. Okay? It's all a fucking game, people. They're lying to you. They're fucking making fun of us. Like, I'm telling ya. Like, what Vatican priest would name their telescope Lucifer?
It comes to me, and then
Many of those images have a dark, grainy start, but color and light reveal an astonishing glimpse the deepest regions of space might appear to the human eye.
What I'm trying to do is show people sort of the broader colors that the universe has to offer.
It's a delicate blend of imagination and data. The artists meet with NASA scientists
That's the data.
over many drafts to ensure a planet or galaxy's look lines up with the research to make each one as accurate as possible.
I love the challenge. It's kind of like a puzzle to me of trying to create something
This guy worked for Hollywood.
that looks really cool within the restrictions that were given by the scientists.
It can take days, even weeks.
Now look at this. And multiple different pictures they've given us of Earth. They've copied clouds. They copied, like, you look at one from 10 years ago, and the shape of the continents and fills up half the ball. And then on the other one, they're small continents. Like, none of them add up to shit. Because it's all different artists fucking, see, look at that. Same exact cloud. Copy and paste it, bitch. Look at this. All the same clouds. Just copy and paste it. Okay, and the fact that people think that we have a fucking rover on Mars. No, we don't, okay? You do yourself. You look up the live footage from NASA in their control room of us going to Mars, supposedly. And it's nothing but CGI bullshit until supposedly the rover is lowered down from a spaceship or something. The rover's lowered down and released, okay, onto Mars. And now guess what? Supposedly there's a helicopter up on Mars now. When did that get up there? How did it get up there? Okay, did they do another launch? Because I didn't see any. I looked up on NASA. I couldn't find anything. They just, somehow this helicopter got up there. You know, to me, the shit in the sky, alright, they're just lights. And I think it's like the spiritual world and shit like that. And if people are like, why would they lie about this? Okay, well, number one, I forgot to say, NASA, you know how much taxpayer money they get a year of our money? They get like $19.2 billion a year. That is $56 million a day to give us fake pictures and fake fucking videos. Okay? They're just funneling money. They're, laundering money through NASA and multiple different fucking agencies and shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna do more, like, if anybody has questions, like, and I will seriously fucking, if somebody thinks that they can prove to me it's a globe, number one, I want you to just think of two fucking proofs, okay? I can give you proofs that you don't see curvature, okay? We have the same star system, okay? Water is always level and it needs a container, alright? And they say the fucking atmosphere rotates above us, like, I just want two fucking proofs that you can prove yourself and not state some fucking mathematical bullshit from a NASA scientist that somehow makes us believe that the Earth is a round fucking ball. Okay? I welcome it. I'll debate anybody on it. And if you got questions and you seriously want to find, I'm gonna try to ask me for some video or some shit, but yeah, so that's kind of my take. there's so much more that goes into this, by the way. Like, I need to do a whole video on Operation Paperclip and Warner von Braun and Walt Disney. Okay, I can do a whole video on Earth curvature, the sun being too close to us and shit like that. There's so many more other things that so yeah, you're welcome.